Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll try the left side. It's Stevens trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Walker to start the drive. Taken down at the 42. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Hall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after here coming up. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Lance going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. For the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 7-7, our score after 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They find some open field here. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Walker. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Hall. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 65 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the move to his left. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. The kick by Piñeiro is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call. And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Mecole Hardman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Chris taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Walker with another carry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Lance now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
On 2nd and 12, Lance looking middle, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run again with Walker, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you...
Touchdown, Seahawks! DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
145 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they will take a knee here. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And they take a knee. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.